Kicked out of a Facebook group. Have you ever been kicked out of a Facebook group and did you wonder why? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com, and that is a 360 view of the perfect home. So if you're thinking about laying a patio and you need somebody to come do all the brick pavers, you'll find that person on housecleaning360.com. All right, now on to why you might get kicked out of a Facebook group. First of all, let's ask, what does that have to do with house cleaning? Well, I'll tell you what it has to do with house cleaning. Over the last 24 months on Facebook, there have been groups that have popped up out of nowhere that service the house cleaning industry. And so there are house cleaners that are coming together and they are networking and they are talking and they are discussing cleaning chemicals and cleaning supplies and equipment and clients and issues and contracts inside these private Facebook groups. And today's question comes from a girl who has been kicked out of 7 or 8 house cleaning groups. And she keeps rotating, going to the next one and the next one. And thank goodness, new groups keep popping up all the time. But as soon as she joins, they get kicked out of the group. She sent me an email because I'm the administrator of a particular professional house cleaners group. And she also got kicked out of my group. And when she got kicked out of my group, it was for this reason. She was bantering back and forth with someone in our group, and someone said something that she disagreed with. When she disagreed with it, instead of saying, I disagree and here's my take on it, she attacked them. And she was like, what do you know? You're just this, that, and the other. And she started using expletives. In our group, we have a no cursing policy, and it's for this reason. Our group is built on the foundation of respect. And we are all humans. We're all trying to get from point A to point B. We're all business owners. We've all had a crappy day. We've all dealt with difficult and hard to manage customers. And so when you come to our group, it is a safe place. And so if you show up in our safe place and someone starts attacking you and cursing at you, that is no longer safe. And so I removed her from the group because she was volatile. I had sent her a warning and said, hey, you got to back off on this behavior because this is just not very nice. And we like to be nice inside our group. Well, in the instant message thread, there were several of these conversations that had gone back and forth between the two of us, where I said, this is not good behavior. I'm sorry you can't cuss in our group. I'm sorry, this person is offended because you, and I screenshot, you sent them this message. This is absolutely unacceptable. Please tone this down or we will have to remove you from the group. And there were several of these warnings when finally it was the last straw. And I said to myself, why am I babysitting this grown adult woman? It would be easier for me. It would be less maintenance and it would be less struggle and trials for everyone if I would just let her go. And so I just removed her from the group. Now in the group, they make fun of me and they say that I have a very swift boot and I will kick people out. But the truth of the matter is you might get 6 or 7 chances from me. I am the kind of person, I believe in the human spirit and I want to see people succeed. And I want to be the person that gives you a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance and a fifth chance. And if you have the opportunity to work with me, whether you're one of my employees or whether you're just in my Facebook group, I'm going to give you as many chances as I possibly can before I reach the end of my limit. Okay, so I kicked her out of the group and then she fired back at me with a bunch of expletives and she wanted to know why I thought I was better than her and could kick her out of my group. Now, I don't have the ability to screenshot as many conversations as we had to say I've given you ample warning, but I did want to let her know that this was in fact a repeat behavior. So if you got kicked out of a Facebook group, usually you don't get kicked out for no reason. There's usually a very good reason. And my suggestion would be take a personal look at your behavior. Look at your language and look at the way that you are approaching people. There's one girl that I gave a warning to the other day and she apologized profusely. She said, I know I am as woolly as steel wool. And I'm not sure what that means, except maybe she thinks she's very abrasive. She's coming off as very abrasive in our group. And so the warning to her was, please don't make me kick you out of this group because I think you're a valuable addition to the group and I like you as a person. So don't put me in the situation where as the administrator, I have to kick you out of the group. Because as you're joining these professional groups, and these professional groups are popping up all over, and therefore all different types of companies and organizations. And it's an awesome way to network where you don't even have to leave your house. But when you show up to a regular meeting of any sort, you would always dress up. You would always put your makeup on and do your hair and take a shower and put on nice clothes. You would show up and you would be polite to people. If you didn't like somebody, you would stand there in a conversation and you might have a smile on your face and you would listen. But you're not going to attack people like we attack people in the Facebook groups. When you are hiding behind a computer, you think you have this magical power where you can just be all out there. You cannot. You're still dealing with human people. And these human people have human feelings. And so if you got kicked out of my group, you're probably going to get kicked out of someone else's group because I have the most patience of most of the moderators that are out there. And I'm not going to argue with you, but I will kick you out of my group if you misbehave. Anyway, those are the reasons why. And I just want you to know that so that you don't ruin your future and get kicked out of every group that's out there and it's everyone else's fault. Because the reality is it probably isn't. It's probably just your fault. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.